Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Snarkbait. I'm Christy.
I'm Sophie. Hello.
How are you doing this lovely Friday morning? Friday the 13th.
Oh,
Spooky.
spooky. Oh my God. I didn't even realize it's Friday the 13th. I love that for us. I'm good. I'm happy. It's finally the weekend,
I know,
almost.
I know. Guess what I'm doing though tomorrow? Just guess.
You are going to the DMV.
No, remember I told you I'm going to Vegas, but like,
Oh,
do you remember why?
oh, Hillary Duff.
Dun 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 dun. I am like praying to God by the time this episode releases, you guys, I will have already gone to the concert. But I went on like a with love tutorial on YouTube because if she,
Yeah.
God willing, she calls me up to the stage, I
Yep.
need to know that dance.
Yeah, you have to.
So one of my girlfriends from a previous job, she lives in Vegas, and I'm staying with her, and we're dressing up as Isabella and Lizzie.
Love that.
And one of my girlfriends, she's so like bougie, and she's like, I'm gonna hire glam for us. I'm gonna get a car for us. I'm like, oh, okay. Like if that's what you want to, that's fine. If you want to do that, but now I gotta like actually turn out the content if we're gonna get glam, and we have like costumes.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to turn out I better see you get to work.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some kind of skit. I don't know, on TikTok, but let's really, really pray I get called up on stage, because if I do, then you'll see me all over socials, because I feel like that's been going viral.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Hey now.
she raised me. Were you a Hillary Duff fan, by the way? Like back in the day?
Yeah. I mean, I would say I loved Lizzie McGuire, and
Yeah.
therefore I loved the Lizzie McGuire movie. And I feel like back in the day, yeah, like
Yeah.
I don't know, like what qualifies you as a Hillary Duff fan? Because like, aren't we all?
I think I was like an extra fan.
Oh,
I was talking to my mom because she's living with me temporarily because her house, there's like some flooding thing that happened. But in any case, she would drive me to like all these places to meet celebrities. Like that's when I met the Olsen twins.
Yep.
I attempted to meet Hillary Duff, but the line got cut off 3 people ahead of me. Like I was just such a super fan, and Metamorphosis like changed my life. So I think this is just going to be a very nostalgic concert for me. And I kind of reminisce about the way I felt at the Ashley Simpson concert. It was just the girls and the gays.
yeah.
All millennial women, like, or millennial gay men and women, just like having the time of our lives. Because I feel like it was at a time when we were just, life was, well, simple.
Yeah.
And I was just, well,
You.
me.
I love that for you. Also, speaking of your mom, we recorded yesterday. We recorded yesterday our Thursday episode, and Christy's mom was making like a full English breakfast in the kitchen, and Christy right now is recording in her like breakfast nook because she is renovating her office/study. And Christy was like, "Did you hear that yesterday?" I was like, "Yep."
I heard it all.
The toaster dinging.
No, I know. The toaster was dinging. She was like washing dishes.
She was like
making,
setting the
sausage.
table.
I was like, dude, it's too much.
So for our Thursday episode, if you hear anything in the background, that's
Now you
why.
know. And I'm
It
sorry.
was Nance, but we love Nance.
But tomorrow on the Patreon, you guys, I know this is top of mind, and we're recording this again Friday, the 13th of Feb. But we're going to be talking about the Nancy Guthrie case, and we're going to try and do it as topical as possible because there are updates literally every hour. But I
Yeah.
know, like most of you, I'm very confused, and I feel like we're getting hit with new information on social media, on the news, and so I just want a consolidated place to figure out like what's the TLDR and what are the need to knows and what are the theories. So we'll cover that over on Patreon, patreon.com/snarkbaitpod. Sophie and I will definitely, I feel like you've been following the case pretty heavily, have you?
Yeah, none of it makes sense.
No.
None of it makes, it's so, and we are recording this right now, as you guys know, Friday the 13th. By the time you listen to this, maybe there have been updates. I mean, hopefully there have been. I am just so confused.
Yeah.
And it's so sad, obviously. This is an 84-year-old woman. It's just something that and I'm also seeing people online being like, well, how many other people go missing all the time and it doesn't get this kind of attention? It's like, well, her daughter is Savannah Guthrie.
Naturally, it's going to get attention because
It's going to get attention.
Yeah.
Also, she's 84. Like, how often are you hearing about an elderly woman who needs like medication, uses a cane, getting abducted. It's
Yeah.
just, oh my God. It's
Well, federal kidnappings at the elderly level are so few and far between that I don't even believe that there are statistics at the federal level to even see how frequent this is because it is so uncommon. And I think a lot of the theories I've been reading online is that it has to be an inside job in the family because, again, what random
Right.
stranger is going to kidnap a woman at her age for ransom? Usually it's a younger person, like a baby or a toddler or whatever. It makes no sense, and this case is like captivating the entire nation. I feel like this is the level of maybe what John Benet Ramsey was in the 90s. It just feels so intense and so confounding.
Yeah.
And Savannah and her siblings just do seem so distraught, but it's like, what is going on? Like, do you guys know anything that we don't? I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I know there are like a lot of conspiracy theories about either the siblings being involved or, like you said,
In-laws.
an inside job. Also, like Jeffrey Epstein's name is getting thrown out there, which I don't think had anything to do with it, but like who knows? We're gonna break it all down on the Patreon, and obviously wishing the best for
Yes.
Nancy Guthrie because this is just obviously awful. Hopefully she is, God willing, found alive and well. Oh, anyway, let's get into some lighter topics, shall we, Christy?
Yeah, just two other housekeeping things. Substack.com/@snarkbaitpod. We release weekly newsletter and all the links that we talk about in the show, memes that we find funny, TikToks that are making us laugh our asses off, and we're going on tour. x1entertainment.com/snarkbait, LA May 15th, New York City June 12th, and Chicago June 14th. We've already started talking to like a bunch of vendors and people that are going to help us with the show, and we promise we're going to make it so worth it for you guys. We don't take your guys' time lightly hiring sitters, like getting all the girls together, and we understand how much of a time commitment and monetary commitment this can be for a lot of you, especially those that are traveling. So we promise we're going to make this absolutely worth it, and we're so excited to see you guys in person and actually get to have some audience interaction
Yeah,
as
it's
well.
going to be so much fun. I'm so excited.
Me too.
Okay, great. Let's get into our topics today. Christy, I want to talk about the Oshry sisters first
Oh
and
my
foremost,
gosh, yes.
up top. As we know, Jill Zarin got her just desserts.
LOL.
LMFAO.
Yes.
So Jill Zarin, as you guys know by now, certainly, went on a racist rant about the Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime show. It wasn't just her saying, and I feel like that's the thing about what the Oshry sisters were like, she's allowed to not like something. And it's like, well, did you watch it? Because it's not that she didn't just like it. She was complaining about there being no white people. Even though then she goes on to, oh, but Lady Gaga, who was that? She got a facelift. And it's like, do you see yourself, Jill Zarin? You are unrecognizable. She was saying that Lady Gaga looked unrecognizable. And I'm like, well, what do you think you look like?
Yeah, right.
If we're
From
gonna go
Roni.
there,
right. If you're going
let's
to go
talk
there,
about it.
yeah. Mhm.
Let's talk about it. And saying that it was a political statement because there were no white people, and it was about ICE. Like what? It was like so awful. And she ended up getting rightfully a ton of backlash and then subsequently fired from the Roni reboot over on E, which apparently she was the one that was like shopping it around, and she's been trying to claw her way back to TV for 15 years now. She finally got her chance and then completely fumbled it, which is just amazing, incredible. And it seems like the entire internet is like, we came together. We all agreed that Jill Zarin fucking sucks. Like, I have never seen the internet this united. You know who her defenders are? Claudia and Jackie Oshry.
And I think that there are so many things online that I'm seeing, whether it be on TikTok or on Reddit, of people saying this is actually the last straw. And I think that for me, the last straw was the Elon salute. For many others, it was well before that. Whatever you have to say about the Oshry sisters, I think they're showing their colors. And it sucks because it sucks for them, honestly, because you would think that at this point they would have learned from past mistakes.
No,
when
they don't,
all
because
their problematic tweets came out. We've done many an episode on them,
Yeah.
Patreon and here. So you guys know, you're familiar
Yes.
with their cancellations.
Yeah, it's like when someone shows you who they are, believe them, as they say. Like, they have shown us who they are time and time again.
Yeah, and I think about the Bad Bunny halftime performance, I genuinely believe this was one of the best halftime performances I have ever seen. I kid you not, watched it probably 4 or 5 times because I just think it's such a celebration of culture, of diversity, and I was talking with two of my best friends. One of them is Mexican, the other is Chinese, but she grew up in Puerto Rico her entire life. And I was talking with the both of them, and one of them is pretty apolitical, but she was telling me like I literally like was crying at the end, and she's not an emotional person, but she's like, it felt so amazing to see my culture being celebrated on TV and recognized because a lot of people don't know much about Puerto Rican culture. And my best friend does own a Chinese Puerto Rican restaurant in Houston and in Dallas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Michelle at Eat Mitchie's, if you guys are interested, it's an incredible food, but her whole life is like celebrating Puerto Rican culture. That's part of her job. And so to see that on the biggest stage in the nation was so cool. And I was talking to my Mexican friend, Angie, and she was showing me text messages with her family and her dad. It was so sweet. He goes, it makes me so proud of my culture. And it's not about, of course, I think you can look at the performance and say this is a commentary on ICE, which, of course, in this political climate, it has to somewhat be, but I think at the same time, you can also see it as just a celebration of different cultures. And I think that's what I really saw it as. And even some of the most conservative people I know from work, I live in Orange County, obviously, there's a lot of conservative people that I work with. They were like, that was the dopest thing ever. You don't, no matter what your political stance is, I think we're all, the majority of folks are in agreement that it was just a wonderful celebration. So for Jill Zarin to say what she said and make it an actual point in her whole rant to say, why was there no white people on there? I mean, that just felt like a slap in the face. It's like, Jill Zarin, shut the fuck up. I literally used to love her too. She was one of my favorites from the OG Roni.
I loved her too on OG Roni.
Yeah, she was like a Jewish mom. She was just like funny. She was hilarious. I loved her. And I love that she was inclusive. She seemed to kind of be the leader of the pack.
She was like the glue of the group.
Yes, and I feel like she reminded me so much of like my friends' moms growing up when watching OG Roni. So to see this honestly was incredibly disappointing. And it honestly shocked me because I really haven't followed Jill Zarin since Roni. She's kind of just had a gap in her TV career. And as you just said, she's been clawing her way back for the past 15 years. But it's like, I genuinely think this is a deserved removal of her from the show. And did you also see Taylor Armstrong's?
Oh, yes. Taylor Armstrong also posted, I can't believe that the Cuba flag is being flown. Cuba? What are you talking about? She ended up posting like a really long PR apology because she saw what happened to Jill, probably. We know her beliefs now. We know where she stands. Like, it's just like so ridiculous. And the fact that Jill said something along the lines of, we are celebrating, was it like 250 years of the USA? And it's like, are we celebrating that? Like, did I miss something?
No, I was like, where did you get that number?
Is that like real? Like,
it wasn't like I mean, our history goes far back, like centuries.
Yeah, wait, we are celebrating 250 years of the USA.
Okay.
So yeah, but like, are we all celebrating that? Like, what I didn't realize that was like a thing that like we as a country were like celebrating. But also, in any case, Puerto Rico is the USA.
Yes, and like, it was rich. Did you see Jake Paul's tweets?
Oh, and Jake Paul tried to pretend he was hacked. Yeah.
No, he didn't. I didn't see that.
Yes, he did. He was like, I don't know what happened with my account. Yeah, Jake Paul was like, this is America, or like something like that. It's just
Meanwhile, he's been living in Puerto Rico for years for tax breaks.
Oh my God, just ridiculous.
Same with Logan Paul. But Logan Paul at least was like, Jake, like, relax.
Yeah, Logan Paul like publicly disagreed with him. He was like, look, I'm the woke Paul brother. Oh my God. Anyway, back to Claudia and Jackie. They were basically saying that, like I said, Jill is allowed to not like something. But it's like, that's not what she was doing. There were so many, not even undertones, not even like microaggressions. They were macroaggressions.
I mean, it was fully racist, what she said.
Yeah.
Make no mistake. Like, it was racist. I think there's one thing to say, I liked a couple, halftime performances before this. Wasn't my cup of tea because I couldn't, like, understand the language or whatever. But, like, even that's a little bit micro. But to actually go out and say, why was there no white people on the stage? This is a thing against ICE. Like, no. No one think, like, again, that's, like, a very, very small slice of the entire performance.
And also, so what if it is? I think we can all agree that, like, I don't want to get into, the dark shit that's been happening in our country recently, but like, ICE is a modern day Gestapo, basically. Like, why is that controversial to say? Like, we know the difference between right and wrong. We're like adults here.
Right.
I don't know. It's like so fucked up. And, oh my God, I'm like getting so annoyed I lost my train of thought.
Well, I think it's deservedly so.
Yeah, totally deservedly so that Jill got all of this backlash. The fact that Claudia and Jackie are defending this behavior is just like so, it shouldn't be surprising because we have seen them, like you said, the Elon Musk Nazi salute defending that. Like
Roe v. Wade, when Roe v. Wade was overturned, and they specifically said this is not a political podcast, and people were really disappointed.
Oh my God.
That was another kind of moment of their mini cancellations of one of many.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Or I probably did because we did episodes on them, but like I probably blocked that out of my mind because I hate them so much. Like they apparently have, tostadas. Is that what they're called?
Yes.
They're Hispanic toasters, they're listeners. And, they're always like, oh, tostadas, talking about their Hispanic fans.
Right.
And I was reading the Spotify comments on this episode, and so many people were like, tostada here, I'm done. And like, we try to, when you talk about, your culture, Jackie and Claudia, and anti-Semitism, like we
rally behind you.
Understand that. Rally behind you. And for them to not do the same for other cultures and other groups is so just disheartening, hypocritical. It's not even like disappointing because it's what we expect from them.
Well, and I think that's exactly the criticism that they often do receive is that you guys are such advocates, which we love, of, against anti-Semitism, about celebrating Jewish culture,
which is very real, by the way. Like,
which is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I remember listening to them and feeling like, wow, this is like a really cool culture and religion, and it's really interesting. And they fostered a lot of the like enablement and learning for me as a listener when I was a listener. It's like, let's see that same energy towards people that are also disenfranchised and minorities,
yes.
And it is disheartening. Yeah.
Exactly. 100%. Oh God. Okay. Anyway, let's move on from those fucking garbage cans. What do you want to talk about next?
Okay. Can we please talk about Tell Me Lies? Because it's like paining me. I guess top level, by the time this releases, I think that the last season finale will air. So you guys will listen to this and you'll watch the season finale tonight. Right?
Or
it airs Tuesday.
It airs Tuesday, like at midnight.
Gotcha. Okay, so
some people like watch it like me. I watch it before work on Tuesdays.
Yeah. Oh no, I need to be like, it needs to be dark. I need to have all the lights off. Like I need to have my little lights behind my TV. Like it's a
scary. It's like a horror movie.
No, it really is. I guess top line thoughts, Sophie. How are you feeling about season 3 as we come to a close?
I like it. I've seen a lot of criticism, but I am enjoying myself so far. I think that the fact that there's only one episode left, I don't know how they're going to wrap everything up. We haven't been at the modern day wedding, or not modern day, 2015 wedding. In a
couple episodes,
2 or 3 episodes now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but like overall, I'm liking it. I do agree that like, what have they done with Evan's character? Evan is like literally Stephen DeMarco now suddenly, which I'm confused about.
My stomach dropped. First of all, I hated when what was the girl that he was hooking up with? That wasn't Brie.
Oh,
the brunette, cute girl,
Molly.
Molly. Thank you. When he approached Molly at the pool, and he's like, "So you knew what this was? Now leave me alone. Like I have a girl on my shoulders."
Yeah,
and
it's like
what? No, that I was like, oh. And I get that. I guess he was being upfront that they were just hooking up, but I was like, God,
like
you could be nicer about it. No, I literally
know,
felt so much for Molly. But when he told Brie, yeah, I don't know, your mom was like this when I picked her up from the train station. She clearly must have been nervous. I was like, I feel like they entirely botched Evan's character. I feel like with seasons 1 and seasons 2, he was always just such a nice, humble
he was like the nice, normal guy. Yeah.
And I feel like he came from wealth, but he never like showed it off. He was just like a humble guy that treated Brie really well. And I always thought that the reason Brie married him, which we find out in the present day episodes, is because she went with a nice guy who would care for her and who could give her a nice life, even though that may not have been the love of her life. That was Wrigley. But now it's like, you're a piece of shit, and you may be not just as bad as Steven DeMarco, but what you did to Bree, who is probably arguably the most compelling, sweet person on the show, who constantly gets hit strays every fucking season, it makes me so sad, and I hate him now. Sorry.
And if you guys don't watch Tell Me Lies and you're listening, that's just for context. It's like, how do you even explain this fucking stupid ass show? Bree, one of the characters' moms is estranged from her, put her up for adoption, and they have reconciled and now are reconnected. And her mom struggled with alcoholism. Evan, her boyfriend, picked her up from the train station to take her to Bree's art show and was like, hey, want to get a drink? And so when she got drunk and showed up drunk, Evan was like, she was like this. Sorry. So I have seen a really interesting conspiracy theory.
I'm loving the theories on TikTok, so please.
The last episode that dropped, the cliffhanger was that Bree is zooming in on a picture on Facebook of Evan and Lucy getting close the night that they hooked up. And as we know, that is like the big secret that they don't want Bree to find out, is that they hooked up this one night. And it also, like, I think that Bree put the clues together because she knows that both of them hooked up with people after the Hawaiian party. But both of them were like, oh, it was a random person. Yeah, and seeing them together that close, she was like, oh, they hooked up with each other. She put the pieces together. Anyway, I think that she releases the video.
That's what people are saying, yes.
She releases the video because Lucy got the video back from Steven, and instead of destroying it right away, she like put it in her room or something. So she releases the video, and then she finds out why Lucy lied, and it was because she was covering for Pippa getting assaulted by Chris or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yep.
And then she feels bad. And then she pins it on Steven releasing it. And Steven takes the blame, but has that over Bree forever. And he convinces Bree to actually marry Evan instead of Wrigley because he will get money when Bree marries into the wealth that is Evan's family.
Oh, that's a great theory.
And so that's why she says in the 2015 at the wedding, she's like, I am a worse person than you guys realize. It's because this is all part of the plan. So that's the conspiracy theory I'm seeing.
Wait,
also,
actually, oh, sorry, keep going.
I was just going to say, like, why is Steven even invited to this wedding in the future? Like, why does Steven have friends?
And bringing Lydia, who Lucy was best friends with, who ended up marrying her ex-boyfriend.
That's like something that's, of course he does that, but like, why is he invited in the first place?
No, I know, it's so dumb. But
why are they still friends with him?
Right. And I want to ask, though, about that thing with Bree saying at the wedding episode when she gets that voice note from Steven of Evan admitting that he did, in fact, sleep with Lucy. And Bree runs out of the bridal suite and she goes into this like random room and she goes, I'm a terrible person. The one thing I keep thinking back that kind of like debunks this theory is if she got that phone call for the first time, she seems so shocked. She would have, like, at that point by the voice note, she would have known that Evan and Lucy had slept together. Like, that voice note wouldn't have prompted such a crazy reaction out of her to run out of that bridal suite. Because she would have already known. Like, she would have already known about Lucy and Evan at that point because she discovered it through her Facebook investigation.
Sorry, I have a bad memory. Do we know that for sure she listened to that voice note and that's what it said?
Yes, because remember that was season 2 cliffhanger where she listens to the voice note and then Lucy goes, are you ready? And then the season 2 ends.
I know, but did we hear the voice note?
Oh, actually, I don't know.
So we don't know for sure that that's what she heard.
Okay, yes. I don't recall, honestly, but that was like the only thing I'm like, well, then she would have already known that Lucy and Evan had slept together. But in any case, that's a very, very good theory because basically Steven now has leverage on everyone to control the entire friend group.
I hate him. Why is he, like, literally, why is he invited? Why are they still friends with him? Why are any of them still friends? I feel like at this point, like, they should have just graduated and then never spoke to each other again. These toxic fucking idiots.
I have 2 questions for you. Do you think one will ever get justice for Macy? Will that be wrapped up at the end?
I hope so. Like, I need Steven in prison. Yeah. I need him either dead or in prison.
For manslaughter, he literally is responsible for Macy dying.
Yes. Like, I need him like if he doesn't get what he deserves, I'm not going to be satisfied with the ending.
And I love your TikTok activity. Every time I see like a Sophie Sophros Brooks repost, it's like
See, oh, it's this guy that does the funniest impressions of Steven DeMarco. He's like hovering over and like has like
yeah,
that weird like look on his face. Oh, is
he's
this
like moving
really
like a
funny?
snake. Like he's just like moving his shoulders and like
I hate his
hood on.
posture. I
Yeah,
hate
his
him.
posture is so bad.
I hate him so. And apparently the actor Jackson White like doesn't. Wait, it is Briar Keaton 93 and he's like a guy with like 1,200 followers. He's not like a comedian. Briar Keaton 93 on TikTok. He like does this.
1200.
He does this Steven DeMarco impression over and over again. It's so funny.
No,
Oh my god.
it really is funny. Okay, one other question for you. Who do you think Brie was talking to on the phone? Because I've heard many a theory. It's Oliver in season 2. Everyone was thinking that.
No, yeah.
It's her mom. It's Wrigley. I mean, dealer's choice here.
I think Wrigley now. I think Wrigley's like, wait, Chuck Bass, don't marry him.
Iconic.
That would be my guess. What do you think?
I kept thinking it was the mom because she's like, this is my time to start a family, insinuating that she never got a family with her mom because she gave her up for adoption and put her into foster homes.
Uh-huh.
But, I mean, who knows? The show could go any other direction.
Yeah, who the fuck knows?
You guys already know we are ride or die for Lola blankets. I don't know a better blanket. Everyone who comes over to my house ends up ordering one immediately after, snuggling up in mine. They are truly that soft. There are so many reasons to love Lola blankets. They're machine washable, double hemmed, and made to last for years. No shedding, no pilling, no delicate care instructions. Just something you can just genuinely use and enjoy every single day. How many purchases can you actually say that about? My Lola blanket is such a huge part of my nightly unwind routine. Making a TV dinner, taking a gummy, turning on Hijack, that is my personal utopia. See for yourself how much they live up to the hype. And there is a lot of hype. They have over 10,000 five-star reviews for a reason. For a limited time, our listeners can get 40% off select Lola Blanket products with code SNARK at checkout. Just head to lolablankets.com and use code SNARK to get 40% off your order. After you purchase, they'll ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and let them know that we sent you. Wrap yourself in luxury with Lola Blankets.
Little Spoon is a household name in my sister's house. For as long as I can remember, my nephew Miles's favorite things to eat are their heat and eat meals. I obviously got cool auntie points now that they're a sponsor. And just a warning up top, Little Spoon has the kind of meals that you actually want to steal from the child because they just look and smell so good. Miles is almost 3 and loves the Little Spoon plates. The heat and meat meals with superfoods and hidden veggies, perfect for picky eaters and getting mealtime on the table in minutes. His and my personal favorite is the mini pancake puffs with chicken, vegetable, maple sausage, and sweet potato, along with the mac and cheese with invisible butternut squash and carrots. I'm literally getting hungry just talking about it. Little Spoon also has the best snacks for when your child is on the go. Miles loves the puffs. They're organic, made with simple ingredients, and easy for his cute, chubby little hands to grasp, supporting oral motor development while adding a nutrition boost. With 100 plus ingredients banned across the board, you don't have to overthink labels or second guess what you're serving. It's already been thought through for you, and that confidence makes all the difference for parents and aunties like me everywhere. Feeding the kids doesn't have to be complicated. Little Spoon makes it easy with real, nutritionally balanced meals and snacks designed for every stage. It shows up ready to go, takes the pressure off, and somehow still gets devoured, veggies and all. No artificial dyes, flavors, or sweeteners either. And you know what? That's a win that every parent should take every time. Get 30% off your first order at littlespoon.com/snark with code SNARK. That's LITTLESPOON.com/snark with code SNARK for 30% off your first order. Not to brag or anything, but I've been cooking so much more now, and it's literally all because of Caraway. Caraway cookware makes the prospect of cooking so much less daunting to me as someone who's not super experienced in the kitchen. Their cookware truly lives up to the hype. They're easy to clean and so much lighter than that other cookware brand. You guys know the one. That's what we were using before in our household. And now we only reach for our Caraway. Draining pasta water doesn't have to be an arm workout. Cleanup doesn't have to be a 2-hour affair. Food slides right off every single time. They're also oven safe. I also live in a tiny New York City shoebox apartment, so I love how clutter-free they are. Their 12-piece set comes with complimentary storage organizers, so our kitchen stays tidy. And did I mention they're non-toxic? I love knowing every one of their items is made with non-toxic coating, free from forever chemicals, and third-party tested. Caraway's cookware set is a favorite for a reason. It can save you up to $190 versus buying the items individually. Plus, if you visit carawayhome.com/snark, you can take an additional 10% off your next purchase. This deal is exclusive for our listeners, so visit carawayhome.com/snark or use code SNARK at checkout. Caraway, non-toxic kitchenware made modern. Okay, let's talk about did you see this? Zayn Malik. Is it Zayn Malik?
Zayn Malik.
Zayn Malik.
Yeah.
I don't know why I always say Malik. Zayn Malik on Call Her Daddy. Did you see this?
I made an effort to watch as many clips as I could last night on TikTok because I'm sorry, I can't give Alex Cooper a full episode download. I just can't.
This was like exceptionally bad interviewing when it comes to Alex Cooper, and that's saying a lot because the bar is pretty low. But basically, Zayn went on this whole rant about the fact that he loves Gigi and respects her because, you know, she's the reason. I can't even try to do his accent. I feel like you'd be able to do his accent really well.
It's like a really thick, English. Is he English? I don't want to mess this up. I'm sorry. Let me look.
Is he English, Scottish, British, or Irish? Well, I have a question. Why do some British people on their Wikipedias it says this is a British actress? Sometimes it'll say English actress. What is the difference between like British and English? Does anyone know?
We're gonna get so many comments about this.
I know. Everyone's gonna be like, you guys are so fucking stupid. I'm sorry. Like, I feel like this is a fair question.
I'm asking the internet.
He's an English. It says he's an English singer. He's an English singer. So, anyway, he said, "I love and respect her. She's the reason that, of course, my daughter is on this planet, on this earth. But I don't think I was ever in love with her." And it's like, okay, that's a fair thing to like look back on a past relationship and be like, I loved this person. They were together 6 years, mind you, and have a daughter together.
Yes.
That's a fair thing to look back and be like, yeah, like I loved this person. I probably wasn't in love. But to go on one of the biggest podcasts on the planet and say that to the world, that's not love and respect for the mother of your child. Like, what the fuck?
No, and I also was dying at the fact that you put a note in here that says the fact that he calls women females.
Yeah, he kept referring to women as females.
I hate that.
I hate it so much. I hate it.
Why is that so triggering?
It's so triggering. He said he prefers being single because he gets to do whatever he wants, which is, again, fair enough. At least he realizes that, like, he is not relationship material. But, like, I was just so appalled, not only by, like, the things he was saying. I was like, you are a dirty dog.
Yeah.
Like, you are, like, misogynist. Like, the fact that he was saying that about the mother of his child. Like, it is so disrespectful. He's like, I love and respect her. No, you don't. Otherwise, you wouldn't be saying this. This is so embarrassing and humiliating. And so I was appalled at that. I was also appalled at the way that there was no pushback from Alex Cooper at all.
When has she ever double-clicked on anyone's answers?
Yeah, never. No pushback, no like, what do you mean? Like, there were so many moments where Zayn said something like so normal, and she goes, oh my God, what? And it's like, yeah, he has neighbors. What, you have neighbors?
Yeah, and she was like, you know, growing up, you know, from ages 14 to 22, you were in the biggest boy band in the whole world. And how did that shape you? Like, I don't know. She asks such softball questions. And I know we have a couple of listeners that coincide with Daddy Gang. But again, we ask ourselves all the time, who's listening earnestly? And I only listen when there's like people that hardly do interviews. Like, I think I listened to a Christina Aguilera one, maybe like Audrina Patridge, because that's like old school stuff.
and even then, it's never like a satisfying interview. It's like, okay, like it's PR fluff that we've heard in different iterations from the celebrity many times over. Like, there's never like truly, I guess, I mean, you could argue that this is an interesting nugget, but like, this is because Zayn.
It's not because of her.
It's not because of her.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
just decided to like go on and, you know, cause chaos.
Did you also see this? Just randomly came up on my feed. Alex Cooper was talking about Wuthering Heights, and she's like, Matt and I, hey guys, get ready with me. Matt and I got invited to Margot and Tom's house for a preview of Wuthering Heights last week, and it was the best movie. I told Margot this is the best movie ever, and she's just like,
Oh my God,
she's
she was
so
at
cool.
Margot's house. She's on a first name basis with Margot Robbie.
Matt and I were invited to Margot and Tom's house.
No, I
That's
didn't
literally
see
what
that.
she said.
They were probably like, as soon as she left, they were like, she's so fucking annoying.
No, I can totally. Oh my God. It was so good. That was so good, Margot.
Oh my God.
No.
No.
It was great. Oh,
No,
it was
when
crazy.
when Heathcliff did
No.
Heathcliff.
Insane.
Oh my
It
God,
was
so funny.
insane.
So I did not see that, but speaking of like One Direction, I was never. What did One Direction? What were their fans called back in the day?
Directioners?
Directioners.
Yeah.
Directioners. I was never like a huge Directioner. I liked a lot of their music, but I wasn't like one of the diehards. I feel like they had like
Neither.
it wasn't like. It wasn't like, I don't want to say like 9/11, but like as a, so to speak, it wasn't 9/11 to me when Zayn Malik left One Direction. Like it was for a lot of the Directioners, you know? Like
Right.
people were distraught when
Yeah.
that happened.
I forgot. I literally totally forgot that he bounced.
And that
early.
was like such a big, I remember where I was when that happened, but I wasn't like, oh my God, like falling on the floor, like devastated, like a lot of people were. Anyway, my point is, I had never seen their performance of Teenage Dirtbag. It came across my For You page. Now I'm a Directioner. I was like, that was so fucking good. Like, I love them. I'm a late bloomer when it comes to Harry Potter and One Direction.
I think when it comes to One Direction, I know Harry was kind of like the Justin Timberlake of the group.
Yeah.
But wasn't it kind of like a well-known fact that Liam was the most musically inclined and like he
Yes.
had the like not the acting chops, excuse me.
He had the range.
vocal, yeah.
He had the range. He did the falsetto in Teenage Dirtbag in this performance. Please look it up, you guys, after this episode. It is so good. The way that his voice, like he can actually reach those notes. God, he was such a talent. R.I.P.
I know, so sad.
It's so freaking sad. And also, I say this, we recorded yesterday. I just want to reiterate once again that I am not a J.K. Rowling fan or apologist. I separately enjoyed Harry Potter the movies. This does not make me someone who supports J.K. Rowling in any way, shape, or form. I just wanted to make that clear. Okay?
Did people make comments about that?
I saw one comment.
Oh, okay.
About me supporting a transphobe, anti-Semite. I'm Jewish, so like I don't support
Yeah.
I don't support J.K. Rowling. You'll hear me say this again on Thursday because we recorded that episode yesterday, but I just want to make that clear once again that I do not support
Sorry.
J.K. Rowling. I
Yeah,
just
like-
really like Daniel Radcliffe's acting. Okay?
Yeah, and he's a serious
serious.
actor now.
He's
he
apparently
just
in-
plays.
He's in a new show though with Meg Thee Stallion, which now I need to watch.
See, he has so much range. Harry Potter to plays to Meg
He
Thee Stallion. Like, I
does.
mean, what can't this man do? Put him on the list. Is he married? Put him on the list of
I
eligible
think
bachelors.
No, I think he is married.
Oh,
Let me
okay. Well, good for
fact
him.
Fact check myself.
I don't know much about the Harry Potter cast.
I don't know if he's married, but he's been with his partner for like 14 years now.
Oh my God. Okay, so they're like literally married. I love that for
Basically
him.
married, yeah. Okay. Have you been watching the Olympics?
No, but I was actually LOLing looking at your post on Instagram when you like took a screenshot of the DET notes.
Yeah. The evil.
Everyone was DMing us and they were like, "Thank you for saying this. I have no idea, so you have to walk me through it A to Z."
The evil French ice dancers, Laurence Fournier Baudry and Guillaume. I don't know if I'm Cizeron. I don't know if I'm pronouncing Guillaume right. Guillaume
Guillaume.
Cizeron. So they are an ice dancing pair who just won gold over USA's Madison Chalk and Evan Bates, and it's very controversial for a few reasons. For background, the two have only been dancing together for less than a year, which is unheard of. Like, these pairs, many of them have been dancing for decades, since they were children together. If you remember Scott Moore and Tessa Virtue, like, they had known each other since they were literally children. They were Canada's, like, gold medal winning ice dancing pair.
Tara Lipinski and Johnny Weir.
Were they a pair, or were they just separately individual? I don't know if they were. I don't think they were a pair.
I just only know them obviously because traders, and then I came across a bunch of pictures of them like doing carpets together.
Yeah,
so I have no idea.
I don't think they were a pair, but Madison Chalk and Evan Bates are the U.S.'s current stars, and they're actually married in real life, and they've been dancing together for 15 years. So.
Sorry, they're not. You're right. They're not. They were never a pair, but they were just best friends. Sorry,
yeah, they were just best friends and individual ice dancers. But
sure.
You have to have like such a chemistry and such a relationship with your ice dancing partner that the fact that they've been dancing together for less than a year is just crazy. But here's why they have only been dancing together for less than a year. They paired up when Lorenz's boyfriend, Nikolai Sorensen, was banned from skating for 6+ years for allegedly sexually assaulting another skater in 2012. Trigger warning.
What?
His ban was overturned last year, but it's still being investigated, so it could be reinstated. Obviously, this is Lorenz's boyfriend. Cicerone also publicly supports him. So this is someone that has been accused credibly of sexual assault, credibly enough that he was banned from the sport. Cicerone, on the other hand, was formerly paired up with Gabriela Papadakis, his former partner, for years and years and years. That was his longtime partner who he formerly won the gold with at the Olympics in the past. But she retired in 2022 and accused Cicerone of abuse. She said, "The idea of being alone with him terrifies me. His attitude throws me off balance. Sometimes he ignores me. Sometimes he plays the best friend. As if nothing were wrong, his coldness chills me to the bone." She described him as controlling, demanding, and critical, and she wouldn't be alone with him unless a coach was present. What? This is your ice dance partner. So, like, she would not be...
so sad and scary.
So sad and scary.
Yeah.
And it caused her to literally retire from the sport. And she is not... Let me look up how old she is, but, like,
lost in wages from this guy assaulting her. Like, she could have earned so much more if she were able to stay in the sport, if she wasn't scared for her life.
Yeah, she's only 30. On the other hand, Madison Chalk is 33. I think the Canadian, I forgot her name, the one who won the bronze in ice dancing is 34. So, like, 30 is not old for ice dancing at all. But she was like, I need to get out of the sport because clearly they back abusers. And she alleged that a year before their final separation, Cicerone had threatened to stop skating with her, and this was in response to her telling him she intended to file a complaint against another French figure skating coach who raped her during her teenage years while the pair trained in Lyon. So she was like, I was assaulted by a coach, and she wanted to report him, and Cicerone said, you can't do that. So basically, Laurence and Cicerone are sexual assault apologists. I think we can safely say that. And it's disgusting that they were even allowed to compete in the Olympics, let alone win gold. And here is where it gets like really frustrating. And I watched this. I watched all of it. And Madison Chalk and Evan Bates, I know that I'm biased because I'm an American and it's been 250 years of America. Am I right? 250 years, we're celebrating. We're celebrating. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. But, like, I may be biased because I'm Team USA, but, like, they were flawless. They were absolutely flawless. Zero flaws.
Yeah.
And Cicerone and Laurence honestly they messed up their twizzles. They were out of sync. They lost balance. They were tripping. What? They were not flawless.
Right.
In their free dance section. They did not deserve to win the gold whatsoever, in my opinion. Here's how they did. The French judge, you know how the judges panel, they have judges from several different countries.
Right.
The French judge, so everyone put Chalk and Bates, the Americans, in first, other than the French judge. Jezebel Dubois accused, and her name was Jezebel. Okay. So the French judge Jezebel Dubois accused of rigging the figure skating event against the United States to give France a gold medal. Viewers were shocked when France's team took gold over Chalk and Bates. Five of the nine, okay, I'm correcting myself. 5 of the 9 judges gave Chalk and Bates the top score, while the other 4 gave Baudry and Cizeron the top score. Thanks to the French judge, however, Baudry and Cizeron were able to take gold, considering she gave Team USA a much lower score than the other judges. Not only did she judge the French pair 6.45 points higher than the mean, but she undervalued Chalk and Bates by minus 7.19, giving us a 13.64 delta favoring France over the USA in the final score. This represents a staggering 6.37 standard deviation z-score difference across the event. There has been a consistent pattern from Jezebel Dubois over multiple events of juicing scores for France, Baudry and Cizeron in the ice dance, while filing low scores for their opponents. When it comes to the Olympic Games, in which France won gold by just 1.43 points, there is no doubt that the scoring of Dubois was the key differentiator in deciding who won the event. During an interview with CBS, Chalk and Bates, who are married, called for more transparent judging.
It's rigged. Like
it's rigged.
TLDR, she's rigging it.
It's rigged.
Yeah, 6.37 standard deviation.
Yeah,
that's like significant.
How is that allowed? Like there needs to be something in place that doesn't allow. And I know that ice dancing in general is very subjective, the judging, and that's why it's like kind of controversial. People are like, well, where's the transparency here when it comes to the judging? But there are also there's technical score, and the fact that they made so many glaring mistakes, and Chalk and Bates on the other hand were flawless, and it was actually really sad. Chalk and Bates after the fact were like, they were obviously visibly upset. They won the silver. And also the Canada team was absolutely flawless. I don't have their names in front of me right now, but they also could have won the gold over the French team that freaking were tripping. They didn't even have good twizzles, okay? Let's be real. So Chalk and Bates seemed visibly upset. And they were like, we left it all on the ice. Like, we did everything we could. They knew that they were flawless. There was nothing they could have done better. And the gold medal has just escaped them their entire career. And this may have been their last chance because Madison is 33. Evan is, let's see how old Evan is. He's 36. So the next Olympics, she will be, why can I do math? 37 and he'll be 40.
Yeah, it's, at that point, like your body's so different.
Right.
You have younger, fiercer skaters. Like that's such a disappointment because this is kind of like their last shot.
It kind of was. So it's just like really disappointing for them. And it's fucked up that France was even allowed to compete when these allegations are out there. I mean, the fact that Baudry is dating someone who is credibly accused of sexual assault, that's not like, it's not that it's fucked up, but she didn't personally like do anything, I guess. But Cizeron has been also credibly accused of being abusive.
Yeah.
And also tried to cover up an assault. So, like, what are we doing here? And that's why they've only been dancing together for less than a year.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people had similar sentiments as you. Everyone was incredibly shocked by this scoring, and everyone, at least in our DMs, were like, I'm so glad you're bringing this up because it was so unfair. Are a lot of people like calling for, can you recall votes? Like,
I don't know like how that would even work. I feel like once the medals are given, granted, it. That's it. Like, it's so disappointing. And they also just like look mean. Like, if you like look at them, they just like look mean.
Yeah. Do you remember, like, this was probably a decade ago, even longer, when the Chinese gymnasts were like, people thought they were not even like eligible ages to compete. And everyone was like, give me a break.
They looked like they were 7.
Yeah. They were like, she's 13. Give me a break. She's 6. Like,
she's 6.
Yeah. Like, that was like low key kind of funny because they're like, oh my God, like, this is not real. I feel like this is kind of like another element of that, but even obviously more egregious because you have these not so
it's
great people making these decisions.
crazy. Let us know, you guys. What did you think of the ice dancing results? If you watched it, also, I've been very into the Olympics this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, should we get into our DEOs and LEOs?
Yes, my dark energy object of the week is a baby snark named Emma. DM'd us, and I love when you guys message us your DEOs. One of these days, we'll have to do a Patreon episode of like polling our patrons of their DEOs, and we can read them and react to them. But some of you guys are so on the nose and clever. Emma said, having to clean up your dog's poop on a walk and there not being a trash can nearby, so you're just walking with a baggie of poop until you find one. Like, I don't have a dog. I obviously watch Hank more often than not. But like, Hank. But I live in a suburban neighborhood, and even I have trouble sometimes finding a trash can, and I have two parks by me. But I can't even imagine, like, when you're on a long stretch of a city road and not being able to find a trash can must be, like, the worst feeling in the world. And then especially when it's cold in New York City, like, I feel like you probably experience this a lot, or do you not? Because there's trash cans everywhere.
There's trash cans everywhere in New York, but when I'm walking Baxter, like in the summer, we go to the Jersey Shore a lot, and I'll be walking down like the street for miles, and I'm like, where are the trash cans?
And then you just like, I'm sick and tired of holding this.
I'm holding this. Yeah. Oh my God. Also, like, as someone, I will say something that really, really bothers me is when I pick up the poop, and like, dog parents, you will get me. I know this is disgusting. And like a little tiny bit will like get on my finger. And I'm like, what do I do? Like, I'm out right now. Like, where am I supposed to wash my hands?
I know. Like, one time I grabbed a bag and I didn't realize there was like a hole in the bag. And I picked up No. It was like the worst day of my life. Hank's poops are small because he's like a tiny little 16-pound Shih Tzu. Regardless, it's disgusting, whether the poop is big or not.
Yeah. Also, I feel like part of the problem, because I was just thinking about, I'm like, why are there no trash cans when I'm like walking down the road at the Jersey Shore? It's because our country is built for cars. There aren't people just like walking down the street in most cities. Like, New York is the exception, which is why there are trash cans everywhere. But like, most cities are not made for walking. Yeah. And so they don't need to put trash cans everywhere, you know?
Yeah, totally.
It was such a stupid choice.
No, I completely agree.
Did you know that the World Cup final is going to be at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey this summer? Mm-hmm. And if you've never been to MetLife Stadium, you guys, it is like, I don't even know how to describe it. It is between several highways. It has tens, maybe even hundreds of thousands of parking spots around. It is not made for walking. It is made for cars. And it's so crazy to think about all of these European fans that are so used to walking everywhere, having to figure out how to get to MetLife Stadium, because it's actually illegal to walk to MetLife Stadium because of all of the highways and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be such a logistical nightmare. I can't believe they like chose the stadium. That's
how
crazy.
I feel about the Olympics in, is it the Olympics in LA? That's coming up.
Oh, is it? The Super Bowl, I think.
Super Bowl.
You're thinking of. Super Bowl is in LA.
Wait, no. Welcome to LA 2028, the 2028 Olympic and Paralympic Games in LA. No, yes,
Summer
God. Olympics. Okay, so
and
like
the
I was
Super
thinking
Bowl
about
next year too. That's
yeah,
so funny.
Right. It's going to be really bad because LAX just sucks. But that's a whole other story in terms of airport dark energy objects. But my other one is just feeling like you're falling when you're sleeping. I was at a facial yesterday, and it was so relaxing. That's also my LEO object of the week. It's at this Asian skincare place, and they give you lymphatic drainage massages, not only on like your face and your neck, but like in your back and on your legs. It's like, it's crazy. And when I was in the middle of the facial, I was so relaxed. I fell asleep, and then I felt like I was falling.
Oh my God, yeah.
When you like jolt.
Yeah, there's a biological reason for that.
I looked it up. Apparently, it's when you are still not in a full REM. You're still kind of half awake, half asleep. Your body can't tell that it's fully asleep or not. So that's why you feel like you're falling.
So funny.
What's yours? Yours is fucking hilarious.
My DEO is when like influencers or just like anyone do styled flat lays in the airport security bins. Think like Chanel bag, passport, road lip peptide, headphones, all laid out, styled.
disgusting.
in the airport security bin. First of all, those bins are fucking disgusting.
I
Like,
always
why?
have to wash my hands after I touch those.
Oh,
every
100%.
time.
Why are you putting like your glasses and you're laying things out on something that is fucking disgusting? Second of all, imagine the line of people behind them that are like running late for their flight while they're
And also,
styling.
I'm looking at this picture that you posted, and this girl has Bose headphones, and she has like the pad part of the
Pad
headphones
part down on the bin.
That is disgusting.
No, I think these are the Apple headphones.
The Apple, oh my god, even worse because those are like $1,000.
Those are $1,000. What are you doing? No, I'm just picturing like if I saw this in real life at the airport, and I'm like, I'm trying to get to either I'm running late for my flight. I'm trying to like savor my lounge time. My Delta lounge time is some of my favorite memories. I want to spend as much time in the Delta lounge as I possibly can. If I fucking see you styling your Miu Miu glasses and Rode under eye things.
Oh my god.
Like,
No,
I hate this. And I see this way too often, and I have so many questions about it. Like, did you ask security, were you doing this literally in the security line? Or did you ask the TSA agents, hey, can I borrow a bin really fast? I'm just going to, like, take a photo.
Yeah, and also I feel like when it comes to TSA, like I'm trying to get in and out as quickly as possible, like you said, to get to the lounge, whatever. Like it's all about efficiency when I'm in that damn line.
Efficiency.
So like this is like the dumbest, least practical thing in the world. And I feel like this aesthetic too is so out. Like the flat lay, it's so like 2022.
It just makes me laugh. Like I just picture them like arranging it. It's just like embarrassing. Okay, so light energy objects. I have two. Like I said, watching the Olympics, ski jumping. Ski jumping, really fun to watch. I don't get how it works. So many of these sports, I'm like, how do you discover that you're good at this?
I know. Like even like the pole jumpers or whatever, like how did you know this is an avenue you would like to take?
How did you know? Like the luge, like how did you find out that you were good at this?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think we had pole vaulting in my high school though. Did you? It's not that uncommon. I don't know why.
The cross country team.
Yeah.
But I feel like Summer Olympics it's different because anyone. I mean, I know that like, you know, gymnastics and swimming and stuff like that. That's still a privilege to be able to like do those sports. But so many of the Winter Olympic sports, it's just like, oh, so like you were, you know, the rich family at the ski club.
Of course,
that decided you were like really good at cross country skiing. It's like that is. I feel like so many of these sports are like rich people sports. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Totally.
I don't know.
Skiing is like such a privilege.
But the
sport,
ski jumping is so fun to watch. I highly recommend you guys. They do like it's like a flying squirrel pose when they're in the air, and it's just like so fun. Okay, my other one is. Speaking of Meg Thee Stallion, because we were talking about Daniel Radcliffe starring a new show with her.
Yeah.
She makes her boyfriend Klay Thompson.
I didn't know she was dating Klay Thompson.
Oh my God. You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that. I love that.
Yeah, they're a cute couple. I think this is like the one for her, which I'm
love that.
Happy for her. Anyway, his favorite meal apparently that she makes is spaghetti and catfish.
I love catfish.
It's like a bolognese, like meaty red sauce spaghetti with fried catfish on the side and a Hawaiian roll. Every time she makes it on TikTok, it looks so fucking good. But I don't know how to fry catfish and I don't know where to get this. So I don't know what to do. I'm just like, I also only want it if Meg Thee Stallion makes it for me.
Yeah, like that pairing seems a little odd, but I have no doubt it's delicious because I love spaghetti and I love Hawaiian roll and I love catfish.
It's apparently a very like common classic combination in like the South.
Oh, yeah, because the South, like they do love catfish. So
yeah,
that makes sense.
So I want to try that. Let me know, you guys, New Yorkers, is there anywhere where I can get this meal? Or is there like an easy-ish to follow recipe now that I'm cooking more these days? Let me know because I really, really, really want to eat this, but I don't know how to.
Yeah. My last light energy object, and I was FaceTiming Sophie the other day, I got this storage organizer based out of Orange County, and she organized my entire house, like my closet, my linen closet, and my kitchen. She was here all day. I've like seen these people do it on Instagram, but I'm like, I can't even tell you how much lighter I feel. Like, and it was just so cool. Like, they bought all the boxes, they put everything in bins. She like arranged things in my kitchen so that was more functional.
Yeah.
And I was like, this honestly would have taken me days and I would have made it look so bad. Like, it's worth the investment because now I can actually see the things in my closet.
Yeah.
I can find, like, we threw out expired medications. I was able to, like, look at the Advil and know exactly where it was. And she put it into bins like nail care, medications, supplements, neatly, like, placed all of my towels. And I showed my sister and brother-in-law. My brother-in-law was like, that linen closet of yours always, like, really freaked me out. Like, I thought that's, like, the true you. But now it, like, looks so good. So I definitely recommend a storage organizer.
Oh my God, it's life-changing.
Oh, yeah, you've done it too.
Yeah. One of my good friends, actually, her name is Becca Elam, and she goes by Becca's Spaces on Instagram. She has organized my apartment before and after. Like, she's helped me move. She's organized me post-move in 2 different apartments now. Becca's _Spaces. And she does a really good job. She's based half the time in New York and half the time in Austin. She does a really
love
good
that.
job.
Love a female-founded business.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of female-founded businesses, we're trying to look for photographers in New York City. So if you guys could email Christy at snarkbaitpod.com with your rates, or if you know anyone, I got so many good recommendations for Chicago makeup artists, and you guys actually came in clutch, and Sophie and I booked one of your guys' recommendations. So if you guys have any people that you're aware of, just shoot me a note with rates, please. So, yeah. That's all. That's just a quick plug. We love to hire Baby Snarks and Baby Snark recommended businesses. So with that being said, we thank you guys so much for joining us on today's episode. You can follow us at SnarkBaitPod on IG. I'm at _. Sophie's at Soph_Ross. All the links are in our show notes, and we'll see you tomorrow on Patreon for the Nancy Guthrie case, or Thursday for a main feed episode. And any hints, Soph, you want to give for who did we do again?
A canceled actor who actually did get canceled.
He's
the worst. Yeah, he's the worst. So trigger warning for that episode on Thursday. It's going to be a dark one, but yeah, thank you guys for being here. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.